this film proves Malayalam cinema operates in a different dimension altogether. There were 20 to 25 odd people with me in the theater, and even when the credits finished rolling, we didn't move because we were trying to grasp what we just witnessed. And for me, it's not just about the story or the concept or the execution of it all. It's the effing willpower to disregard the limitations in budget and resources, to not give in, to not settle for less. That creativity happens through the mind, not wallet. This is the actual Kerala story you need to watch this week. Let's talk about Masthishka Maranam, or a Frankenbiting of Simon's memories. That is quite a coded title. Now, this film is a sci-fi satirical crime thriller plus a courtroom drama set in a dystopian retro-futuristic world. Like, if you look at it, there are plenty of genres, but how craftfully they blend all together is just absurd. I still don't understand how did it even work. Now, I don't want to reveal anything more than that. No plot details. There's a lot to break down, which we'll do some other time. But before we talk about the film, let's talk about the director. So, Krishand has made 2 films before this and 1 show, and this is his first theatrical release. And having seen all of them, I can say he is a unique voice in an industry which is full of unique voices. If Alijo Jose Pellicerri wants to depict the chaos of this world, to explore the human beings in their primal form in a very raw nature, then Krishand wants to depict that chaos with humans in their civilized form and in a quirky nature. We saw that in his first film Avasavyam, a mockumentary about man and the nature. Then in Purusha Pretam, we saw a very stylistic investigation thriller where each character is operating in a grey area. Then we got the Sony Live show, The Chronicles of 4.5 Gang, where we see a gangster trying to get his own autobiography written, again in a very quirky style, playing with different perspectives, what really happened and what didn't. And similarly, he deals with Masthishka Maranam. Visually, the film is just a trip. I can literally compare it with a live action Spider-Verse. That's how wild they go with the visuals. It's literally a barrage of stunning, vibrant imagery thrown at you at 100 km per hour. It is a sensation overload for the good. And each frame is full of hundreds of details which you'll clearly miss. With that, they have this hyper editing going on, almost like a TikTok style. And it makes so much sense. That's how people consume content today. And that's literally what the film is trying to comment about. It was almost like ADHD. The focus kept shifting to multiple things at the same time. The attention span of the character itself is jumping from here and there, which is visually depicted to us as audience. And the music utilized just adds to the style. Now, I can totally understand this style throwing off people. It may not work for everyone. It is an acquired taste, and maybe because I've seen all the other works of the director, it just clicked for me really well. The film literally starts as a comic book or a graphic novel. The pages flip as we get introduced to this world and characters, and you could see the ambition they had behind creating this world. It literally reminded me of Loka last year because they executed the ambition by being smart and clever. They didn't have enough budget to really create a world like this, so it comes with the creative choices they made that make you believe that this world exists. It is an illusion. It is about cheating with the audience. You show a wide establishing shot of this vast futuristic city and then cut to an indoor scene, which is actually a set. And that's something the Malayalam film Gaganachari used a lot. But in this film, they go one step ahead. We get multiple shots of our characters in this wide world. There's a shot where the camera is looking up at the character, and behind him, we can see the vastness of the building he lives in. We get to see wide city shots. We get to see a character walking to the city, to the metro. And in such moments, the camera is very close to the character. The lights, the glam of the city is affecting him, and we're experiencing all of that through him. And this film is definitely inspired by famous sci-fi works, be it the classic Metropolis from 1927 to Ridley Scott's Blade Runner. The neon lights, the cyberpunk look, the congested cities, the tall structures, the holographic imagery covering all of them, cars and drones flying everywhere, the wide divide between the rich and the poor. There's a great video on the history of dystopian future in films. I'll put the link to that in the description. Definitely check it out later. And even narrative wise, there are a lot of influences, be it Inception, be it Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, be it Ready Player One, and so many more. But what is amazing is the way they use all of it in their own story. I love that the world building happens to the characters and their actions. It's not a 5-10 minute montage showing us what this world is. What is the character doing? What is he feeling? What's happening around him? Through that, we understand what this world is. And what makes it haunting is how accurate the depiction is. It's not even that this could be our future, it is already our present. How our privacy is hindered, the personalized ads we keep getting, the cookies we accept on the internet, how everything around us is a subscription, how AI is becoming a part of our daily lives. Literally, there's a scene in the film where they show that a film which is not made by AI is what makes it special. And literally, that's where we are going. We have reached a point where our memories are also something that can be sold. Our feelings are also a product. That's how hopeless the dystopian futures are. The film is also dabbling in philosophical debates. What is a memory versus what is a dream? If you live someone else's memory, does that become your own? It's just so fascinating. And the meta commentary of the film is on point. How our individual privacy has become a joke, how celebrities are treated online, how they've become a public property, a source of entertainment for the public, the way propaganda is all around us, how we're just surrounded by all the media which is just a distraction from the real things. And the film also touches a very relevant topic in Kerala and Malayalam cinema. Now this film is a satire, and what does that mean? Let's read the Google definition. It's the use of humor, irony, exaggeration or ridicule to expose and criticize people's stupidity or vices, particularly in the context of contemporary politics and other topical issues. And that's literally what this film does. Now many such films end on hope that things will change, they will get better. This is a warning for you. And an example of that is my favorite film Jojo Rabbit. It ends with a more hopeful world. And then we have films where nothing really changes. They want to depict how the world really is. And the act of change has to come from the viewers who are watching it. That this is the reality, what are you gonna do about it? That's what this film does. Now the film has budget constraints. At some points it's very noticeable. But they brilliantly infuse that in the style of the film itself. Be it the props, be it the set design. Aesthetically, all of it is very consistent. And the most important thing is that you never get distracted from the narrative at play. Coming to the performances, it's a wacky film and I think all the actors understood the assignment. I literally feel envy of them. Like they get to do such roles, they get to live such characters in such a world. The kind of outfits they try, the kind of performances they can give. Like who else really get that opportunity in India? Rajisha Vijayan was brilliant. She just aced that role. But the lead actor left a lot to be desired for. There was a lot to the character which didn't translate well for me. Maybe it's a language barrier, but I couldn't feel the pain the character is going through. And I don't think it's a bad performance, but it felt that the actor is not experienced enough to showcase that deep, emotion. There are two monologues in the climax which each person get, where Rajisha just nails it, but his monologue, doesn't leave that impact. Whereas the scene was written beautifully. Now there is one thing that the style of this film is not for everyone, because from the look of it, it feels unserious. It looks outlandish. And deep inside, I also get upset that why cannot we tell serious stories in such universes? This world is so well created that why cannot we have a crime drama, a war film, a film about rebellion, a film about love, a film about the politics? Like there's so much potential, so much opportunity here. But that's just my dream. We have to talk about what we got and not what we didn't. Now the ending of the film leaves you with a lot of questions and a promise, and we will talk about that soon. So subscribe.